this is Leonie from Frogfish Cards. I'm just going to concentrate a little bit today on a multi-layered stamp. I'm going to use this particular stamp set because it's probably one of my favourites. It's called Picture Perfect, and you get a rose, a starfish, a bird, some leaves, and I think it's 6 verses in it. So today we're going to concentrate on the bird. So I just want to show you some examples of when I've done the bird. It took me quite some time to figure out how to line it all up and make it look beautiful, but I persevered, and once you find a technique then you will just keep on using it all the time. We're going to be making this card a little bit later on in another video, and this is a tag I did with my ladies in class. This was my first time ever demonstrating the bird. So my ladies have asked me on many an occasion, how do you line it all up and make it look so beautiful? When you receive your stamps, you will notice inside that they are numbered from 1 to how many ever they are. In this instance, there's 4 separate stamps to make one bird. So I don't follow that number sequence. I tend to start with a baseline that shows me pardon me, that shows me how where I can use things to line up. So in the instance of the bird, I actually start with 4, then I go to 2, then I go to 3, and then I use 1 last. So I tend to go from dark to light rather than from the lightest to the dark. So I'll show you that process today, and hopefully will help anyone that is finding it difficult in doing a multi-stamped card. So to start with, like I said, I'm going to be using number 4 first, which has got the beak, and it's got the underbelly and the feet, and I tend to use the beak and the underbelly and the feet to line the other stamps up so that they sit perfectly on top. So the darkest colour that I'm using today in preparation for the following card is going to be soft suede. So you just ink it up, and the cardstock that I'm using is 3 inches by 3.5 inches. So you just, if I can get this to stick to the block, it'd be nice. You just stamp your last image first, which gives you those defined lines, like so. Then the next one I use is number 2, which is the gusset here at the base of the neck, and that's normally on any bird a different colour. So for that today I'm using Tempting Turquoise, and you just line this. It's got like a little divot in here, and then quite a long alligator area here. So that's that little divot there, and then that long alligated area there. So that actually goes in and sits behind his face, just like so. Then I use number 3, and I'm doing that, sorry, wrong colour, in Tic-Tac-Toe. So you just tap, 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 don't push too hard because you'll get your ink all in underneath and it'll make a horrible mess. So it is better just to tap your stamps, don't over ink them. Now his feet are here, and his belly's here, and you can see where they've cut away the beak just there. So I line up the beak with the underbelly and his feet, and I stamp. Like so. And the final application is stamp 1, and I'm doing that in Soft Sky. And again, it's the same principle. You just tap, 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 tap. No heavy pushing on your ink pads, ladies, because, and gentlemen, if any gentlemen are watching, because it just over inks your stamp, and then you're cleaning it and wasting ink, and or you're stamping and making a mess. And again, you're just lining up the underbelly and the beak area and stamping. Everything else will fall into place if you line up those areas first. And there you go. It's as simple as that. Well, I hope this tutorial has helped people, and thank you very much for listening.